One problem with trying to optimize one's social behavior towards maximizing authenticity might be the following. For the purpose of this argument, I assume authenticity describes behavior that's aligned with what one currently already is. If I am a student, then to a certain extent, this is what I am. But to a certain extent, one could say, I'm already using the image of having finished the studies. I'm studying economics, for example, which is not what I already am. There are different stages of studying. If I study just for 1 week, am I already a student of economics? If I have 10 credits, am I already a student of economics? If I have 50 credits, am I now a halfway student of economics? This is a cup. This cup is currently empty. In order to fill it with water, I would have to go through the process of filling it with water. But as long as the cup is not filled, it is still going through the process of getting filled with water. But it's also not entirely empty any longer. It's caught in an in-between state. And this in-between state is ongoing in every single category we could describe. One at least could argue. The cup is being constantly filled. And if I'm true to what I actually currently am, therefore authentic in my social interactions, then I now have two options. I now can either only describe what I already am in absolute terms, or I can also include relative terms. So it's not filled or not filled, but it's the rate of change. It's how much water currently is being filled in a certain unit of time. In terms of studying, I could say, I'm currently studying at this progression. But of course, this is now becoming quite complicated. How do I define how many credits, for example, I get within a certain unit of time? How do I measure how much water is being filled into the cup in a certain unit of time? I could even go a step further. Not only take the first derivative, but also the second into account when describing what I currently am or what the state of the cup currently is. But the more information I include in my authentic statements, the probably higher the probability of making errors. But the higher the compression in my statements, in my behavior, the more data loss there is in every single statement or behavior. I can't say I'm authentic and I'm an empty cup, even when the cup is currently being filled. But as long as I have to adhere to the low compression standards of normal language, and I simultaneously try to maximize authenticity in social interactions, I am, either way I choose, not including enough information or